In this tutorial, we're going to go over how you can find the x-intercepts using the graphing calculator. Now, say you already have a function in your y equals. I have x squared plus 2x minus 24. I've graphed it and I have a good picture of the graph. Now I want to determine where the x-intercepts are. On the graphing calculator, you'll see there's a button that says Trace, and right on top of it, there is blue text that says Calc. This is the function on the calculator to calculate something on the graph. So I'm going to hit second, Trace, which really means I'm going to bring the Calculate menu up, and I'm trying to find the x-intercepts. X-intercepts are also known as zeros of the function because the value of y is equal to 0 when the graph crosses the x-axis. I'm going to scroll down to 0, hit enter, and this is the graph I'm trying to find the x-intercepts of. Now, it's not going to give you the x-intercepts right away. Instead, what it's going to do is it's going to first ask you for a left boundary and then a right boundary. What this is doing is it's asking you, which x-intercept do you want me to find? Since graphs can have many x-intercepts, the graphing calculator, by default, will ask you for boundaries. Let's say I want to find the x-intercept that's on the left. I'm going to give the graphing calculator a left boundary. So I'm going to move this arrow key until I am to the left of this x-intercept. It doesn't matter how far you are, as long as you're sure you're on the left of it. I'm going to hit enter, and now you can see it's asking for a right boundary. So now I'm going to hit the right arrow key until I'm definitely past it and to the right of the x-intercept. I'll hit enter, and it asks you to guess. Basically, it's asking, do you want me to guess which x-intercept between these two boundaries? And yes, you do. Hit enter, and it gives you that this 0 is at -6. Now to find the other x-intercept, we'll go through the same process. We're going to hit second, and then the trace button, so it brings up the calculate menu. We're finding a 0. I'm going to hit enter, and it's going to start that process again. This time, the left boundary happens to be below the x-axis. That's fine. The key here is to make sure that you are actually to the left of it. Alright, so here I am to the left of this x-intercept. I'm going to hit enter. It's going to ask for a right boundary, so now I press the right arrow until I've definitely passed it. Hit enter, and it will ask you whether or not you want it to guess. You'll hit enter again, and it will give you x is equal to 4. So I found my two x-intercepts at -6 and at 4. A common error message that you may see is that there's no sign change. So for example, let's say I'm finding the x-intercept, and this is what happens. I hit enter here, and then I didn't go far enough, and I hit enter again, and the error says no sign change. What happened here was that when it says no sign change, the y value had no sign change. If you are giving a left and a right boundary, then the y value in one case should be positive, and in the other case it should be negative, because we've passed the x-intercept. If there's no sign change, that means you must have given a left and a right boundary that are both either above or both below the x-axis.